All right, good night to everyone. So, as noted, Duane Fraites, Chief of Infrastructure Development in the Ministry of Communications and Works. So, as the Minister alluded to, we are doing quite a bit of road projects in the district, as he referenced the Nottingham, several site areas in Nottingham. We're also doing some walks at Brady Gut. We're going to undertake some walks, retaining wall structure at Vanterpool Estate. We're also going to be doing some walks at Hodges Creek, the road leading up Hodges Creek Road. So quite a bit of things that we're working on in that area. Our next area that we look to probably in the latter part of this year as we work on getting the designs is some core wall drainage leading from By Nature's Way coming straight down. We have some challenges with a lot of water, staying on the road and upgrading the sidewalks in that zone. The Hodges Creek to Parakeeta Bay Road project, we're hopeful to get that completed in short order. I know it's been a while we've been there with it. I understand the challenges associated with that. What we've done very recently, you could see that the contractor right now is working on the sidewalks which lead from by Hodges Creek Marina from Romney Pen over to where the child wells are. So that's currently what they're working on right now. Also, there was a bit of a delay which we were procuring some materials to make a sewage connection in the area by Hodges Creek to facilitate that marina as a large development. So we were able to finally get the material in after a few months. So there was that little section of road that stayed unpaved. So we have completed that, and the contractor now will be able to get that section of road paved within the next week or so when they do the next road pavement. Also in the area by Alfonso Apartments, you've seen that still remain unpaved. We also, based on some of the challenges in that area, we are looking to put a small sewage system in that area to allow collection of sewage from the homes and properties in that area. That area used to be a constant wet area, so now we're trying to get that regularized by providing a small sewage collection system, which would then be connected to our force main pumping line. So right now, the contractor right now is making that connection to carry over a lateral line to make that process complete. As noted, we are expecting to complete the Hodges Creek Road, that section of road. I know Parsons asked a lot of questions where we have the humps or the concrete rise, the little 3-inch rise that you stop almost like some large speed bumps. Just to explain that very briefly, we work in collaboration with BVIEC. We put in about 6 pull boxes, which is large manhole chambers. So the smaller ones that you see, if you go down and you count, it's probably about 5 or 6 that we've put in. We've already run all the conduits, so that would allow BVIEC to place the electrical lines underground for that entire stretch. So the other areas that you've seen, more so as you leave from by Wells Point going down to Parakeeta Bay, what we've decided to do is that the area is going to be paved with asphalt, but those sections where we have hills where water comes off and sediment and so forth, that will remain as concrete. So that's why you see it's 3 inches higher than the existing concrete, because once we come through with the asphalt, as the minister alluded to, we had a challenge with our asphalt plant. Once that is up, then we'll be able to asphalt that section of road. The entire section is about 3,900, 4,000 linear feet of road that we want to asphalt. So we were just waiting for the plan to become, operational, and then we'll be able to work on that. Just one plug I want to put in, and I know the Premier mentioned it, but household connections is, yes, we're going to be commissioning the pump station at Long Swamp, which is the main collection of all the sewage in the eastern Longlook areas. And yes, we're going to be commissioning the treatment plant at Parakeeta Bay, which is the treatment facility that would then treat the sewage to a tertiary level. But it's very important that persons sign up that we can be able to, get all the sewage that we can from all the various households. Right now, at present, we can be able to connect any homes in the Fat Hogs Bay, Greenland, and Longlook areas that are, close by. One last thing that I just remembered, we're going to be doing our next, there's a little connection that we have to do in the area by, I think it's called Nottingham Circle Road. Probably put in our next set of sewer lines just to make some connections in that area. So those are some of the things that we're doing, as well as other projects that we walk along with the Premier as the district representative to get done. Thank you.